Welcome to D&D. Your Dungeon Master grabbed a free adventure for you to play on D&D Beyond or playdnd.com, and now it's time for you to choose a ready-to-play character and jump into your first game. In this video, we'll give you a tour of your character sheet to help you decide which adventurer is right for you. The first thing you need to know is click on everything. Your Dungeons & Dragons character sheet on D&D Beyond is packed with explanations, help, and rules built in. And if you're already sure, go ahead and hit claim with your free account to start your adventures now. And if this tour looks like a lot, remember, there will not be a test. D&D is a game, and you'll figure it out as you go. That said, we love talking about characters, so let's hop into the tour. Dungeons & Dragons is a cooperative game in which you and your friends take on the roles of adventurers in worlds of monsters and magic, while one person, the Dungeon Master, acts as lead storyteller and referee, presenting the challenges you'll work together to face. To play, you need only a few simple rules, a way to keep track of your character, and for those moments when fate steps in, some dice. Your D&D Beyond character sheet is your doorway to all three. It has reference, rules, and best of all, you can play right on your sheet. Once you've claimed this character, you can click directly on your character sheet for whatever you'd like to do, and D&D Beyond will handle the dice rolling and math, and even share your rolls with the table. Your character sheet is a guide to one particular adventurer and everything you need to know to play them in Dungeons & Dragons. Who they are, what they can do, and even how they're doing right now. Feeling good? Or, in a little trouble? Every D&D character is unique, but they're defined by a few key choices, which are listed right under the name and portrait you'll choose for your hero. If you pick this character, you'll play as a human fighter. Many adventurers are humans, but in D&D, many others aren't. Your fellow adventurers may be elves, dwarves, dragonborn, or choose from dozens of other options, each associated with a set of traits in the game. You are also a fighter, which is your class. This tells you something about the kinds of things you do well. Maybe you'd rather swing a sword than mumble some magic words. Your class will also give you access to powerful features and shape your choices as your character goes on adventures and grows in experience and power. To keep track of that growth, your D&D character also has a level. A level 1 character is at the start of their heroic journey. At higher levels, your adventurer will pack a serious punch. Next on your sheet are your abilities. These 6 numbers, your ability scores, represent physical and mental characteristics. A score of 10 or 11 is average, so higher numbers show you where you excel, and lower ones show you which things aren't your strong suit. Click on any of the ability scores to learn more about what they mean. For instance, our fighter has a very impressive score in strength or physical power, but their dexterity, which measures agility, isn't so great. So if we come to a locked door, we'll be better at smashing through it than trying to pick the lock. For a different picture, let's turn to another character sheet for our friend the level 1 Lightfoot Halfling, Rogue. This character is less gifted in strength, but could definitely use their high dexterity to try and pick that lock. Or if there's a guard around, use their high charisma, or force of personality, to try and talk their way in. Along with definitions for each ability, you'll find explanations of how these numbers are used, because the core 6 scores will show up in many places in the game. For an example, let's look at another section. Your skills. Explore the list of skills to see the particular areas where your character's talent and training may give you an edge. Because our halfling rogue is so wonderfully nimble, you'll see that every skill that relies on our dexterity has a nice modifier or bonus for us. In addition, wherever you see a black dot, it indicates that we are proficient in that skill, which grants us an additional bonus. As a rogue, this character has focused on excelling, at sleight of hand. What are these bonuses for? What does a modifier modify? Good news and better news. The good news is they're part of the very simple core rule of D&D. You can try anything you can imagine in Dungeons & Dragons, and if the outcome is uncertain, your DM will ask you to make a roll. You'll roll a die, add a modifier, apply any special circumstances, and let the DM know the result. They'll compare it to the target number they have in mind and let you know whether the outcome is glorious victory or, if we're talking our way past a locked door and say the wrong thing, a lot of angry guards. The even better news is that on D&D Beyond, once you make or claim a character, you can roll dice right from your sheet, and we'll handle the math. Of course, there's more to the adventuring life than defeating locked doors. So next, let's look at the right side of the sheet. There is a wealth of information here, so make sure to explore. It looks like, because this character is a halfling, we're a little extra lucky. And as a rogue, we have a special trick. We can go in for a deadly sneak attack. In these sections, you'll find your attacks and the kind of damage they can do, the weapons and armor you're carrying, with space to add some treasure along the way. And of course, it'd be tough to take on dungeons or dragons with just a fighter's strength and a rogue's cunning. So let's look at a little magic on the character sheet for our friend, the High Elf Wizard. If we choose to play a wizard, we'll draw on our studies of the arcane to access powerful spells like the formidable Magic Missile. As with the other elements of the sheet, you'll find detailed descriptions and reference for your spells as you explore. So while your character may have spent years memorizing the intricate secrets of magic, you'll always have the answers close at hand. In fact, your sheet is full of handy reference. When a monster swipes at you with sharp claws, they'll try to beat your target number, which is your armor class. If an enemy wounds you with a weapon tipped in poison, you'll make a saving throw to see if you can shrug off the effects. Rolling for initiative? Curious about proficiency? You'll find explanations all over your sheet, along with links back to the free basic rules to learn more. Finally, there's more to your hero than hit points. In the description tab, you'll learn more about this hero. Our elf wizard, for instance, loves to use big words to sound impressive, and they have a background as an acolyte. Our halfling rogue, on the other hand, has a criminal past. And every sheet has a notes tab where you might find extra info and where you'll be able to add your own. Have you seen enough? Decided which adventurer's armor to don? It's time to lay claim. Once you've claimed a character or built your own, your sheet really comes to life. When the action starts, you'll want to reach for the dice. On D&D Beyond, you can roll dice right from your character sheet. Look in the lower left corner, choose the dice you need, and watch them fly. You can pick out a dice set that feels right for your hero, and you can even roll with advantage. You can also click directly on your sheet for whatever you'd like to do. And D&D Beyond will grab the right dice and, of course, do the math. That was a pretty good hit. Let's roll for damage. When the damage comes your way, you'll be able to track your hit points, note down if that poison got to you, and check whether you're out of spell slots for today, and might need to take a nice, long rest. Check your inventory to equip your weapons and armor, record any magic items you find along the way, and when you've got a few battles under your belt, get ready to level up. From your sheet, you can access the character builder at any time to make changes, and as always, the sheet will adjust with you. You can also add your own notes and descriptions, fill in your personality, your appearance, your backstory, and keep notes on the friends and enemies you make along the way. And this is your character, so make them your own. Pick out the right portrait, frame, backdrop, and theme. And of course, give them a name. You'll be able to use your character sheet on the web, in the app, or print it out. share your new hero with friends, and get ready to join a campaign and become a legend. To learn more about any of these terms or how to play, check out the free basic rules and new player guide. Or if you're ready for the next step, claim this character now and let your adventure begin.